Okay, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for showing up. I appreciate you guys a lot. Um, okay, um, well, I had forgot to turn on the video, but I hadn't done anything. All I've done is cut out these parts. That's all I've done. Took the clamps off the main section we were working on. What I was showing you was that there are templates here that you're supposed to cut out, and they go on the leading edges of these sections, and you draw a line behind them, and everything forward of the line gets the upper camo. Everything behind the line should be white. So we're gonna paint the whole thing's white, paint these white, and I'm gonna get the nibs, screw nibs cleaned up, and I'll load my airbrush, and then I'll be right back. This is boring. You guys don't want to see this. So hang on. Be just a split second for you. Okay. Welcome back. We are ready. My glove on. Um, got my paint loaded. You know what? I said I was ready. All right. My 3D printed uh, air spray booth, basically. Man, this thing's going everywhere now. Okay, there we go. All right, turn this on. Hopefully this won't be too loud for you guys. It's really not that loud. Okay, let's do these on a stick first. Oh, you know what? I didn't prime these. Now we're gonna go with it. Okay, I got a little tip dry going on. So got our handy dandy toothbrush. Don't normally get much tip dry with this paint, but um, I don't know. Oh, oh, all right. I'm an idiot. Forgot to plug in my compressor. So you get to listen to compressor noise for a few minutes. Um, Hopefully this microphone that I'm using sounds better. Um, Alright. I'm going to hold it up here, which is going to be camo anyway, and paint the rest of it white. This is all going in the interior. It's just flat white. This happens to be AK Real Colors, but white is white. So it doesn't really matter what brand or what, you know. Kind of hosing that on there a little bit too thick, too fast. But as most of it's going to be closed up and really not seen, okay. Same thing here. Finally, the compressor turned off. Okay, didn't miss anything. I wasn't really saying much anyway. So, this is AK Real Colors white going on flat white. And, hey, looks pretty good. I tell you, if you've got a 3D printer, go out to printables, and look for this spray booth. I think is how it's listed as a spray booth. Anyway, if I remember, I will try to put it in the description. But anyway, it's 3D printed, and two computer fans in the back, and the two fans, they come as a set, as a unit, with a controller. Can't really show you the controller because it's down here and it's taped to the side of my drawers. But it's just a knob. Doesn't do anything else. Um, they're on all the way right now, so I don't know if you can even hear it. It's not very loud. Okay, that was that. Pour that back in the jar. It's RC004 flat white by AK Real Colors. All right. All right. I need to clean out that airbrush. And I'm gonna go ahead and paint these. It says Humbrol number 53. That looks like they're saying black. I mean, black is 33, so I gotta look up what 53 is. 53 might be gunmetal, actually. I think it is gunmetal. But I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna paint these whatever color that is. I think it's gunmetal, and then clean my airbrush out, and I will come right back. So, see you in just half a sec. Okay, you're back. Presto changeo. The white bits are white. Didn't actually paint these other things. Well, we'll just do that real quick. We'll use some of this Rune Fang steel. Just acrylic paint. We'll get this knocked out real quick. You guys can watch this much. And it looks like it's pretty thinned already. And we will just use this since we don't care about this is the brush I just used with those real colors. I was trying to see if this was going to turn to cottage cheese. Alright, here we go. We're just going to take these and do like this. Would this have been easier through the airbrush? Probably. I just didn't feel like cleaning it. Because this is like a, with the airbrush, this is like a 30-second job. With the brush, it's a little bit longer, but you have to factor in the airbrush cleaning time. Once you start factoring that in, they start to even out. So hopefully you guys are hearing me really well. This is a brand new mic setup because I'm trying to get audio that's better for you guys, because I don't edit. I'm not gonna start editing. That's you know, this is supposed to be for fun. I'm doing it for fun, so no editing. Anyway, you guys get to see all the warts, I guess. Seeing me do stupid stuff, which is fine. Oops, sorry, I was probably off camera there. Like that, stupid stuff like that. Okay, so we're gonna stick these in a little holder. This paint's pretty thin. I took all of my Citadel paints out of their pots and put them into these bottles, which is great and is fine as far as bottles go. But what I don't like about those bottles is the tip. The tip on it is not like a Vallejo bottle or AK, third gen or whatever. It is completely different. It's so tiny. It's so tiny, it gets clogged so easily. See how small that is? See how small that tip is? Compared to like a Vallejo. Yeah, see? This is a much better tip. It doesn't clog near as often as this thing does. This thing clogs like every chance you get. It'll clog. So anyway, all right, those are painted. Okay, I did this, and you guys saw that because I wanted to show you this templates that came in, because most kits don't come with these templates, but Airfix has given us these templates. So we are going to move these off to the side. Those go together. These go together. One of each. All right. These templates right here. Bottom and top template. I'm supposed to cut them out. And you can, absolutely. And it would be fine. What I am going to try and do is put this tape over them. I think it's going to be wide enough to cover the whole thing in one go here. Yeah. All right, and we have our masking tape on there. And we'll have to move this. I will do this like this, as I think you guys can see right here. You think? Yeah, you can see there. Okay. All right. So what you should do at every session that you sit down to model, you should always change your blade. And what I do is I just have an old medicine bottle, I cut a slit in the top, painted the top so I'd know what it was, and I just slip them in there. I just buy these Nick Pro off of Amazon. They are fine and dandy. These are the number 11s. Go in a standard X-Acto knife handle. Probably would fit other handles that have this same collet type of connection. So now we have a brand new fresh blade. What we're going to do is we're going to cut these templates out. You got to do it twice, or you reuse them. Well, either way, I guess you just reuse them. So anyway, I'm not pushing. I'm barely pushing. All I'm trying to cut through is the tape. So I don't want to cut through the page. just want to cut through the tape. That wasn't a very good cut. Alright, I think I got that one cut out. Okay, I think I got that one too. Alright. Sorry, I wasn't talking, I was concentrating. So, alright, so that Real Colors paint is probably dry by now, being a acrylic lacquer, which is always weird to say. That doesn't sound right to me, but okay. Oh man, I'm going to cut the paper anyway. All right. Wow, I was just cutting so lightly. I still cut through the paper. All right, well I got all rolled up, but I got a good. All right, this is supposed to be the top template. Well, I got to figure out which is the top. Okay, so this is the top. This is actually longer. trying to make sure I've got them on the right sides here, because this now looks like it should be on this other one. I was looking at the shape of the tape, even though you kind of got to just stick it down, start unrolling it. Okay, all right. Oh, I don't know why these don't look right. I don't think I mixed the parts up, but I mean, they fit together. But I think the way these things are made, I could mix them up. I think they'll fit together no matter which half they're connected to. So, what I was trying to do is figure out, because there's a definite, you know, there's definite square end and, you know, a jagged thing there. That's just not lining up the way it should. Okay. Okay, if we figured out which one's the top, so 6 and 7, but I don't know which is 6 and which is 7. You know what? Pro tip, maybe I should have written the numbers on the back here in pencil. That probably would have helped. I'm going to figure the longer one is the top one. So that's the template I have is top, okay. This must be the top. Well, no, yeah, this must be the top. That matches that. That matches that. So this is the top. This is the top. You know what? This is just to get a line. Why am I so getting so obsessed about this? Okay, I guess that's what people like me to do. See, that should be going up the side like they show right there. And the only way to get that to go up the side okay, this has got to be the top. Man, what a train wreck. I know, you guys are watching me waffle back and forth. Don't know which end is which. So, yeah, next time we're going to put some numbers on using pencil on the backs of these parts. That way I don't lose track of what parts they are, like I did this time. Okay. That looks better. Close enough. Okay. Well, I'm thinking about it. Oh. Oh, look at there. Only one side has these alignment tabs, and they show in the picture. So I could have figured it out by that. The top is the one with the alignment tabs, which means I put this on wrong again. All right. Okay. So the top template goes on the one with the tabs. And the top template is what I have. Like I said, even though it fits better on this, it's not going to fit at all, is it? Oh, maybe it would like that. Yeah, I guess it goes like that. Okay. Put these on and off and on and off and on and off enough. There's not going to be sticky left. Come on. It's just going to be a whole video of me fumbling around with this tape. I was off camera a little bit, but nothing I can do about it. Alright, so right here shows our line. Alright, since we're messing around with the top template, let's just keep on messing around with it. Next time I'll try to do it up here. And see, I just put pencil mark. So everything forward of that's going to be camo colored. Alright. Okay. Well, let's get the bottom template out of here. See how badly I cut this one. Oh. I did cut through some of the paper, but not all of it. Yay. Did I get cut through the whole template? Yes, I did. Ah. Okay. Bottom template. Quit talking because I started concentrating. Sorry about that. Anyway, so just trying to get this thing stuck down across the leading edge of this intake. Okay, close enough. Again, this is just going to be camo. Anyway. Okay. Off. Alright. That's that. Template's done. Looks like I need to no, it'll be fine. I'll just make all of that camo. So maybe a little camo overspray, but that's okay because we're gonna have overspray anyway. We're gonna camo that. I'm going to mask it off, but well, let me think about that. Let me think about that. Yeah, I can just go up to here, just make that part of it. Okay, come on. You guys have just done nothing but watch me fumble around with this stuff. It's out of control. Alright. I'm so sorry that that's what today has been. I'll have to look here and see what the upper surface camo is. So what they want, would have been nice for you guys to show the air intakes. All right. Okay, well, let's show it a little bit here. Right there. And that one is like gray and gray-green at the top. And they showed this one. This one's mostly green with a little bit of gray at the top. So all right. Kind of shows it a little bit here. Gray, a little green, green, a little gray. Let me give you an indication. Okay, all right. I'm going to mask that off. I'm going to mask that off and then figure out what color I'm doing, what color it should be. And then I guess I'm going to paint the camo by hand. Okay, let me, so sorry. I know this video is a bunch of silence. Um, I apologize for that. Okay, I'm going to figure out this camouflage um, and get it painted on. Um, I may just spray a little bit more white up here where I was holding the part. I should have done that because I need a little bit of it in this front part. And then I'm going to figure out this camouflage and I'm going to get it painted. I don't, I guess I'm going to mask it off and airbrush it. Um, yeah, I guess I'm going to mask it off and airbrush it. Um, I just have to pick which side is which. Because it doesn't actually tell me here which side is which. So I've got to look a little bit ahead. All right, let me do that. Let me come back and I'll show you guys what I've done. It's just going to be a little bit of painting. I don't know if I'm brush painting it yet or airbrushing it, but yeah, let me get those painted and get which sides figured out, and I will come right back. Okay, I don't know if this will even make sense once I stitch it together. I'm having to do a second video just to tell you where I'm at. Okay, so I have cemented these in. I put their, oh shoot, I missed one. I put the middle piece in right in there. And what I've done is I put Mr. Surfacer in the seams, white Mr. Surfacer in the seams all the way down on both sides. And I have, and I will let that thicken up, let that dry up, let that cure, and then I will sand it all down, and that's my filler. Instead of trying to use putty, as I had this in white. And the gaps there weren't any gaps. There just were lines where you could see the pieces had been put together. So anyway, I am right now just going back and filling in parts of the lines that I can still see. And like I said, we'll sand it all down, um, and so you won't see any seam lines, seams. And then I will airbrush the camo that goes actually, you know what? I think I'm going to sand those out. I'm not going to do the camo until I do the wings. That way I know for sure it lines up with the wings. And that way I know the camo actually lines up with the wings. These pieces I'm going to go ahead and put in as well. These go um, right here on the end of this, they go like that. I'm out of frame. Sorry. They go like that. So I'm going to go ahead and affix those. Well, no, I'll affix those after I'm through sanding. Anyway, they'll get affixed. and then I'll put them in their places. And then I'll put them in their places, and then I'll paint. And I'll just use the airbrush and go up underneath there as I roll that color around. It'll go up underneath there. Same thing with the gray. The green will take up most of it, and then the gray. But again, I'll do both of those when I'm doing the tops. So these pieces will already be in there. That's the only way that I know of to make sure that the camo lines up. All right, these pieces go right there. Go in just like that. Oh, and they're numbered 3 and 4. Oh, look at that. And these are the wrong ones. These go over here. Okay, so these go over here. That. After I get through sanding those seams out, they'll go like that. Yeah, you can see them in there. I might go ahead and hit them with a little bit of some panel line wash, and then that's all I'm doing today. The Mr. Surfacer has to dry. I've got to sand everything out. Then I can put these pieces in. So that's kind of where we're at. I've got the gray and the green, RAF dark green, and RAF medium sea gray. And then I think it's another color for the bottom. Those are the 2 top colors. So that's where we're at. All right. Thank you so much. I know this video has been all janky and back and forth. I don't know. Sorry about that. Yeah, sorry about that. I will try to be more prepared next time. Hopefully I can stitch this together with the other one, and that hopefully it'll be okay. All right. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.